Hello and welcome. My name is Anthony and I'm a landscape photographer from southeast Nebraska. And right now we're in Lincoln, Nebraska by one of my favorite subjects, this tree right behind me. So I've been a photographer about 10 years-ish, but only doing YouTube for about 2 weeks, so please bear with me. As they say, it's a work in progress, and pardon the mess. Yeah. So let me show you what we got going on today. So yeah, here we go. This is our tree. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise. Sorry about that. Still learning how to deal with that too. But Nebraska is a very windy state. But we can see the sky is full of clouds. The sun's about an hour away from setting. It's about 70 degrees today. I don't know if it's up there now. It's probably in the 60s right now. It's beautiful. We're still brown because we're in February still. There's still ice on the lake. Yeah. So we're not going to get very good reflections because it's just kind of slush right now. There's not even any water really on there. So we're not worried about reflections. We're just worried about the sky. Hopefully any kind of color that happens will reflect off the hair. So just put some color on the ice for us. Yeah, that's my tree. Anybody, like I said, anybody who's followed me knows that I've shot this tree about 100 times probably. We used to live here near here, maybe a mile away. And every time I saw the sky was like this, or close to this, I'd run down here and hope for a shot. So I spent a lot of time learning my craft with this tree and this spot. And yeah, let's see what happens tonight. Thank you for joining me. Alright, so looking at still about an hour before sunset. I got my camera set up right here with the comp I like. The water's really not the star in this case. There's no good reflection, so we're gonna kind of tilt up a little bit so there's more sky in the picture, because that's what's really pretty right now. And our tree is just off right here. If you follow rules of thirds, it's right here on the third line right there on the right. So I'm not a steadfast follower of the rule of thirds, but I do use it here and there. I kind of naturally. I didn't really pay attention when I set that up, but you look at it, it's set up that way. So I guess I do it without even thinking. Yeah. So got some pretty light. I don't know. You always guess it's going to be a good sunset, but you have no idea. If it is, then we should have some fun tonight. If not, some of these shots actually look pretty good. So nothing to complain too much about. Yeah, we got another hour, so we'll just sit back and relax and enjoy it. This park is full right now, by the way. There are people taking advantage of the weather and using the track and walking all around the park on the lake. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place here in the middle of town. Alright, we'll get back to it in about an hour or so. Thanks. So we're about 30 minutes from sunset now. One of the things you got to do when you're a landscape photographer is just be very patient. It's kind of good when I'm here by myself so nobody else is waiting on me. While I was sitting here chilling out, I noticed these little puddles on the water and the ice. here and how they kind of reflect the sunlight. And better when you get down a little bit. So yeah, I'm shooting little shots of that. Try to capture some of that light right on those little puddles. Yeah, so that turns out pretty good. It'd be kind of a cool abstract picture to be standing over the top of that and shooting down, but I'm not going to walk out there. Alright. Sky's still looking good, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for a decent sunset. Just relaxing, watching the sun go down. So peaceful. Even with the traffic going by, it's kind of peaceful too. Something I also like to use in photography is this glass lens ball. You can see how it, there we go, how it looks. Take the picture there. This is solid glass, it's pure. But you can see how it kind of diffracts the light and turns the scene upside down. So like probably the best way to use it is when there's a reflection. Best way I like to use it anyway is when there's a reflection on the water down below, so that you can't really tell which way is up. Here it's pretty obvious, but also pretty beautiful. Yeah, I might play around and take a couple pictures with this, and if any of them turn out, I'll show you what they look like. Another thing I like to do when in a wide open space like this is to take panoramas, because my lenses are never wide enough or they distort if you don't want that big big distortion on it, you'd use a technique to make a pan. I want to show you how I do it. So I can even just by hand. You got an internal level there that shows us we're level, and I got it right on the horizon. So I take a shot. I turn, take a shot. Turn. Take a shot. Try to do it pretty quickly so that there's not a lot of movement in the sky or people, so that when you take a picture, when we stitch them all together in Lightroom, they blend seamlessly to make a panorama. And I'll show you that too. We're really close to the sunset right now. See some color in the sky a little bit. So I got my camera started. That blue is really pretty right there, so marbly. It's great. So yeah, shouldn't be long now before the sky turns color. Start seeing some pinks, some oranges, hopefully. Yeah, so you really have to look, but down in those puddles in that water, you can actually see a reflection of the tree and the sky. So we'll give it a shot. Square balance. There. Try a little wider. Alright, if that turns out, here it is. I can feel the cold coming right off that ice. We're going to try it, moved over here and try on this different angle. It's fun. Try to get some of that color right behind the tree. Sorry, I made that really fast. Right there. Yeah. See a little bit of color forming up here. Beautiful. Okay, we're really getting some color up here in the sky now. Let's get over there too. Beautiful. I really didn't have to move my camera this time, so that's good. Oh, look at that. I get some comments on some of my pictures where people say there's no way the sunlight or the sky can look that beautiful without filters. This is completely unfiltered. This is how it happens. You gotta sit somewhere and wait, and you may or may not get anything. But when you do, it's glorious. Up above us. It's everywhere we look, it's color. That tree, all those clouds up there. it's time for another pano. Hope we get. There we go. Wow, it's cotton candy clouds. That's glorious. Hopefully I don't get my camera enough shot. There we go. Look at this. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to stop filming and start shooting. Look at this. 360 degrees of color. It's amazing. All the way up to the top. And then back down. Look at this. Couldn't ask for more than this. Varying color on the ice too. Wow. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of panos because I just want to get as much of the sky as I can. It's always a mad dash. This has lasted a good 10 minutes, which is longer than usual. But we're probably running out of time. So glorious. Wow. So glad I could share this with you. I can't wait to edit these photos and share them. That screen's getting a little bright. It's getting dark out when it's hard to see that screen because it's so bright now. But well, looks like that's going to do it for today. Thank you for joining me on this awesome photography adventure to Holmes Lake in Lincoln, Nebraska. We were blessed with a beautiful sunset, and patience paid off this time. I think I was out here about an hour and a half, and I loved every minute of it. Look at that. Sometimes you get a second blush. Kind of doubt we will tonight, but yeah. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and keep following me on these adventures, and I'll take you around to my favorite places like this one, and then many others around the state of Nebraska and the Midwest. All right. Good night. Thank you so much.